Hook. What if a VR headset could cut your GPU load in half just by looking around? Today we dive into Bigscreen Beyond 2 and the 2 eye-tracked foveated rendering, and what that actually means for your games, your eye comfort, and your wallet. Think of this as a creator's take. We're not just repeating specs, we're unpacking how these choices change the way you play, work, and connect in virtual spaces. Beyond the basics, what the hardware actually is. First, Beyond 2 and Beyond 2E are tethered PC VR headsets that rely on SteamVR Tracking and your existing PC gear. My take. That's a strong signal they're targeting serious gamers and creators who already love PC VR ecosystems, not casual plug-and-play users. This matters because the experience hinges on your PC's graphics power and the precision of base stations. It also means you're responsible for your own controllers and peripherals, which both liberates customization and adds setup friction. From my perspective, that trade-off favors enthusiasts who want flexibility over a sealed-in, super simple device. What many people don't realize is that this is not a standalone headset. It's a bridge between high-end PC VR and a more polished, approachable form. Where Beyond 2 improves on the original is in optics and comfort, clearer, wider lenses, and independent IPD adjustment, while shaving about 20 grams off the weight. In my opinion, the combination of crisper visuals and a more adaptable fit can reduce fatigue during long sessions, which is a big deal for marathon play or extended design sessions. One thing that immediately stands out is that even small weight savings and better IPD tuning can meaningfully affect perceived immersion and comfort over time. This isn't about a flashy spec. It's about how you feel while you're in virtual spaces for hours. The 2E adds eye tracking, bringing in a new dimension, real-time gaze data, and, crucially, eye-tracked foveated rendering. What this signals to me is a shift from just render what you see to render smartly where you look. The tiny sensors weigh in at about a gram, but the impact is huge. More efficient rendering, potential for more complex scenes without dragging frame rates, and new social possibilities in platforms like VR chat where avatars mirror your eye movements. What this really suggests is a future where your eyes guide how the computer prioritizes scenes, not just your hands or your head. Why the timing and shipping cadence matter. Bigscreen has moved from a months-long pre-order queue to shipping within 1 to 3 days for Beyond 2, which is a notable turnaround. To me, that demonstrates a maturation of the supply chain and a shift from selling to early adopters to serving a broader audience who wants immediate access. It also signals confidence in the ongoing demand for PC VR under a more refined form factor. The nuance. Exact shipping times vary by facial interface, with Halo Mount plus Universal Fit Cushion providing the fastest route to ready-to-use status, suggesting Bigscreen is optimizing for quick, comfortable, plug-and-play experiences where possible. That matters because user experience starts at day one hardware fit and comfort. For the option that prioritizes a personalized fit, the custom fit cushion uses your iPhone TrueDepth scan to tailor the headset to your face. In practice, this adds a couple of days, but can pay off in comfort and seal quality for long sessions. Personal fit tech is becoming a differentiator in VR hardware, not just a luxury. If you're investing in long-term VR use, that customization can translate into steadier immersion and fewer fit-related interruptions. Eye tracking and foveated rendering shoestrings versus performance gains. The eye-tracked foveated rendering feature on Beyond 2E started as early access late last year, and now supports several OpenXR 1.1 titles like Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, DCS, Erasing, Pavlov VR, and Kayak VR, Mirage. What makes this fascinating is the principle. The engine prioritizes render quality where your gaze lands, potentially freeing up GPU headroom for other tasks or higher visual fidelity in focus areas. In my view, that could unlock crisper textures in the cockpit, sharper distant scenery, or smoother VR gameplay at higher resolutions without a straight horsepower bill. Some titles require additional tooling, like QuadView's Foveated from GitHub, but many titles work out of the box via the Bigscreen utility. This tells a story about ecosystem readiness. While the capability exists, the user experience is partly contingent on community-developed tweaks or official setup steps. From where I stand, that's the beauty and the friction of PC VR. Powerful tech paired with a collaborative tinkering culture that rewards curiosity. Why this matters for players and creators. For players, faster shipping and better comfort mean less time waiting and more time inside the worlds. The practical upshot is easier onboarding for new users who want a premium PC VR feel without months of backorder anxiety. My gut read, faster fulfillment plus meaningful comfort upgrades could expand the user base beyond the hardcore niche. For creators and social spaces, eye tracking opens new interaction dimensions, avatars that mirror eye contact, gaze-based UI, and more natural presence in shared virtual rooms. If you're streaming or building social experiences, that extra layer of realism can boost engagement and authenticity. In my opinion, we're looking at a gradual shift toward more emotionally expressive VR environments, even if the current adoption is still in early stages. Deeper patterns and bigger questions. A recurring theme here is render smart, not just more. Foveated rendering is a practical embodiment of that idea, balancing quality with performance by leveraging human vision's natural focus. This is part of a larger trend toward more efficient PC VR pipelines where software and hardware work together to stretch capabilities without proportional GPU cost. What this really suggests is a future where eye tracking becomes a standard feature in premium headsets, not a novelty. The move from delayed shipments to rapid fulfillment also signals a broader shift in hardware ecosystems. When supply chains mature, price-to-performance narratives become more compelling, lowering the activation energy for upgrades. If you take a step back and think about it, this accelerates adoption not just of big-screen devices, but of the entire PC VR ecosystem, potentially driving more developers to optimize for foveated rendering and eye-tracked interactions. Closing thought. So where does this leave us? Bigscreen Beyond 2 and 2E embody a practical blend of comfort, performance, and smarter rendering, especially with eye-tracked foveation moving into more titles. If you're weighing a PC VR upgrade, this is a compelling case for prioritizing devices that promise real, perceptible gains in both image quality and efficiency, while leaving room for future-proofing via eye-tracking features. My final question for you. How much would eye-tracked foveated rendering change the way you choose titles to play or experiences to build? Share your thoughts below. The future of VR may hinge on how we adapt our eyes to virtual worlds.